Hey guys, my name is FierceDeityMahesh and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. Now, in the last episode guys, we took on the fiery temple over at Death Mountain, the fire temple. And in this episode guys, we're actually about to take on a small mini dungeon of sorts, which is actually the ice cavern, and we will actually obtain an item there, without which we will not be able to make our way towards the next actual temple in the game, which is of course the most dreaded temple in the history of Zelda, the water temple. And we will actually obtain ourselves a certain item called the iron boots, which will actually help us to sink into the water and walk underwater, and that if we have a certain tunic which we will actually get from King Zora. So here we are able to make our way into Zora's river for another time, because we actually have to go ahead and make our way over there to go ahead and make our way towards the ice cavern. So guys, I'm very excited to go and actually take on this one mini dungeon, because it's actually really hot here in India, and it's really nice to go ahead and have some ice, at least in the game. So here I actually want to make my way to a particular platform. It's actually over here, and I want to be playing the sun song, because a certain golden sculptor will actually spawn at night time over here, and there will also be another golden sculptor a little more further away, where we can also obtain ourselves another sculptor. So I actually want to go and jump my way across over here, not into the hole. Well, if you don't jump into the hole, I'm pretty sure you get like 20 rupees, which is not important whatsoever. But let's go and actually hit this sculptor with a hook shot if I can go and hit it. There we go. And let's go and obtain its token. You know, the best thing to go ahead and do is just target onto the sculptor token once you actually can target onto it. Okay guys, so now I actually want to go ahead and make my way down and into the river, because we can now actually go ahead and make our way towards Zora's domain, where we can take on the ice cavern itself. Oh come on, that's just not fair. Okay, but as you can tell guys, as we already saw during the quest where we got this amazing sword, the Vigor sword side quest, there are a lot more Octoroks than what we saw. So here we go ahead and save one, because we could actually put into exact. Okay, let's go ahead and actually see if we can actually get the sculptor. Where is the sculptor? Okay, there it is. Let's go and try to hit it. I think I have to be a little bit more careful. There we go. I don't think I can obtain its token. There you go, we actually can, but I'm going to be a little bit careful here. Oh come on. Okay, it's anyway fine, because we can actually make our way over here and up this ladder, because that's going to be pretty much the way to go, right? So let's actually make our way into Zora's domain one more time. And actually speaking guys, I'm also very happy to make my way back into Zora's domain after so long, because it's such a calm place, and I think I already mentioned this when I came to Zora's domain as a kid. But it's a beautiful place, and I really enjoy coming here because of the vibe, the overall music. But now pretty much everything is frozen, so we need to be a little careful. Though there won't be any enemies, thankfully, because it's a place where Zoras live, so you can't expect there to be enemies. But here, since the king of the Zoras has actually been thawed out of the ice, we can actually go ahead and speak to him and get ourselves the third and final tunic put in this game, which is one of the most coolest tunics, called the blue tunic, and this will help us to survive underwater as well. This water will go ahead and help us to make our way to this will help us a lot in the water temple essentially. So, but this is not the only item we need. As I already mentioned, we also require the iron boots. So actually let's go ahead and just speak to him and get ourselves this wonderful tunic called the Zora tunic, or the blue tunic. And as you can tell, we have right now green, red and blue. And to be honest guys, I feel like Link looks the best in this, because he just looks so like cool and badass. But I'm pretty sure like if he got some boots which actually match his tunic, it would be great. But actually it matches red more than anything else. Let's go ahead and actually. Oh, it's not nighttime. Okay, let's actually go ahead and make it to night time, and we'll actually have to probably walk all the way back here, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and actually make our way, because there's actually a sculptor which will go ahead and spawn. And guys, I actually do not plan to make my way towards the next temple in this episode, because I plan to like keep a separate episode for like every single temple in the game, because you know it's going to be a lot more easy that way, except for probably the last temple in the game if there's actually some time, because there are like 2 sections to the temple. So if I can at least take on the first section, it would be great. But let's not go ahead and speak about that now. Let's go ahead and actually focus on the sculptor, which will be on this edge. And let's go ahead and get ourselves the sculptor. And with it, guys, we actually went ahead and got ourselves, I'm pretty sure, our 69. Okay, that's a very, very wrong number. Sorry about that, guys, but let's actually go ahead and make our way to Zora's river. I don't think it's Zora's river. I'm pretty sure it's Zora's fountain now. And here, guys, Lord Jabu Jabu no longer exists. But what's more irritating, like really irritating, is the fact that there are a bunch of Octoroks now here. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and save and search for what we are searching for actually, which is, oh god, come on, like already. Could actually jump our way across to this one. We go, and I do apologize if my saving just seems very, very annoying. It's just because I'm trying to be as cautious as I can. So as you could tell, guys, oh god, come on. There's actually a heart piece which is over there, which we can't climb apparently. Okay, okay, but if we climb it, it'll just pretty much. Okay, we can actually. So guys, we've got ourselves 2 heart pieces now, and about 2 more will do the job. Come on, okay. Now let's go and actually make our way onto this point. Can we make our way here? Okay, yeah, we can. Okay, let's go and actually jump over here, if I can do that. And this takes a little time because like the platforms are like constantly moving, right? And you need to be a little careful when you go ahead and do that. But let's go and actually jump our way across to this area and finally start off the ice cavern. So do apologize me if I do actually get a lot of damage in this temple, and my gosh, even the music in this area is absolutely amazing, guys. I have no words to describe this temple whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure there was one video with Ocarina of Time 15 which I did a long time back, where he actually spoke about his favorite ice team dungeon, and this temple was actually in that list. Wait, where's the... Let's go and actually... Wait, where is he? What? How did the dude just disappear? Holy crap! Let's go and actually do a jump attack on him and kill him. that took a pretty long time, to be honest. Let's go and actually roll our way across here and make our way towards the next room, where we will be hopefully... Okay, now I personally like to call this room the hub room of the temple, because we will be making our way a lot of times to this room over and over again. Oh come on. Like I was pretty much where I needed to be. Let's go and actually make our way over here now, because as you could probably tell, there's actually a sculptor over here and a coin. So essentially our aim here is to get all the silver coins, and this is one of those tactics which is often used throughout this game from this point. So be pretty careful about that, and let's go and actually see if there are any more of these. It's not where I need to be whatsoever. Let's go and actually make our way over here and actually collect. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. If it's not, alright, but okay, did I just really miss that coin? Okay. And guys, I'm not gonna go ahead and cut any parts of this episode, mainly because we have ample time to go ahead and take on this full temple, or this full mini dungeon. So let's actually go ahead and climb our way back here and actually go ahead and jump across this. There you go, guys, and right in time we were done with it. Let's go and actually make our way across. I'm trying to be a little careful and a little bit cautious and not really get hit by those spinning I guess, I don't know what to go and call them. I guess they are sort of guillotines, but they are just very, very annoying things to go and deal with. So let's actually go and make our way to this room. Oh yeah, this room is one of those very, very annoying rooms. And okay, and this is pretty much an ice keys, guys, so be very, very careful about these, because these can like absolutely go and freeze you. Oh come on, this is just not working out. Okay, come on, like, because like, these ice keys and then like there's fire keys, and then like it's so annoying, like really. Oh my god, this is probably the worst room in this entire temple, probably. Let's go and actually make our way across. Oh my god, I keep jumping across to the wrong area. Let's actually go ahead and make our way back to this. What? How does that work? What? Oh my god, I hate these freaking keys. And they do, as soon as you go ahead and thaw out of the ice, they just run away from you. Like freaking amazing. Let's go and actually save it once, because I don't really want to go ahead and fail this anymore. Which I hopefully won't. Go and actually make our way over here. Go ahead and kill these keys. There you go. Yes, I hate these keys. Okay, let's go and actually. And I do apologize if I'm actually failing a lot in this temple. It's mainly because like the ice physics and everything in this temple is like so bugging and irritating. Well, bugging, yeah, the pun, because we just release some bugs out of our this thing. Yeah, okay. So this is some blue fire which we actually use to thaw out King Zora while actually doing the Vivaran Sword side quest. But actually speaking, guys, we will need this a lot of times in this temple. So let's go ahead and actually stock up. And if you have 4 bottles by this time, it's gonna be great. There are some people who also do have like 2 bottles by this time. It's not a big problem whatsoever, guys. So don't be hard on yourself, and it's perfectly fine. Let's go and actually save here once, because pretty sure if I go and there you go. We can kill the freezer, and let's go and actually thaw out this little, or not little, it's a big chest. There's actually also a pot which is inside the ice, but it's not really very like important, so I'm just gonna go and just skip that. But in this big chest, guys, we actually go ahead and get ourselves the generic temple item, which is actually the dungeon map. We will get the compass very soon, to be honest. And let's go and just talk a little bit on the blue fire, because we actually used one of them. So talking about blue fire is never a bad idea, guys, and I would never say no to go and do that, because it's something which is always useful in this temple and will always help you out. So here, let's go and make our way back to this area, to this room. Oh god, this freezer is back, and let's go and skip it. Oh come on, these blade traps are like so irritating. I keep forgetting like their names for some reason, because like it's just a name which just doesn't like just stick in my mind for some reason. Let's go and actually, oh god. Alright, let's go and actually thaw out this little area, where I'm pretty sure there's another area where we have to make our way into. So let me go and just check for a sec if this is the area we need to make our way into, or if it's the next area. Wait just a sec. I'll go and just check, and I'll be pretty much golden. Let me go and just check. Is this the area? No, this is not the area I actually want to make my way first. So let's go and make our way towards the room where we previously were. Wow, that's a pretty weird motion which Link did. Let's go and actually make our way towards this area, actually speaking. And this area, for some reason there are like so many rooms which I don't remember in this temple. Wait, what? Oh, okay, fine. We actually. Alright, so we don't need to really do anything more. I'm pretty sure in this room. Let's go and actually make our way across. Here, okay, here is where I actually have to go and thaw out another area. Let's go and actually go ahead and use a second blue fire. Or is it the one which we already thought out? Let me just check once. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is another area. Okay, so this is the area which we need to make our way into, actually speaking. Oh yes, indeed, this is the way. This is the way. Here is actually another keys, which is not nice keys. Luckily, there are actually about like 3 keys in this one room. Or about even more than that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only 3, but let's go and actually stock upon our blue fire. So here, there's actually a sculptor and a heart piece. So 2 birds with 1 stone, pretty sure. That's what I can go ahead and call this one room. So here, if we go and thaw it out, we can actually go and get ourselves our 3rd heart piece. Go and complete another heart container. And guess what, guys? In this episode itself, we are about to get ourselves our 3rd or our 4th heart piece, like to go and complete the next heart container as well. So to be honest, we are actually doing very well as far as heart pieces and sculptures are concerned. Let's go and actually go and target onto this and make our way over here. Oh, come on. Okay, so let me go ahead and stick the sculptures I've actually got. Frozen waterfall, ice cavern. Okay, so in the guide to Zelda dungeon, I've actually got only 69, but in this I've got 71 because I actually got 2 extra golden sculptures. I need to get rid of fortress, and if you guys have not gone ahead and collected that, we should need to collect them because they are pretty important sculptures. But it's fine because we will anyway go there as our final area in the game, so you don't really need to go ahead and worry about it. Let's actually go ahead and use our 2nd blue fire right now. I'm pretty bad at using items because I don't know like the tactics to go ahead and equip items quickly. There are a lot of Zelda tubers who actually go ahead and equip items very fast, which is something I can't do for some reason. Let's go and get ourselves together the compass in this big chest, and now all that actually remains is the 3rd golden sculpture as well as the item of the dungeon, for which we actually went ahead and came here. So here we can go ahead and restock with 1. We can go ahead and also use our 3rd bottle and go ahead and restock with the other one as well. And now guys, we can actually go ahead and make our way towards the room which I actually skipped because I felt that we need to come to another room before we go ahead and make our way to that room. So there are a lot of like physics in that one room which are like very like Pokemon like, which is something very nice, and it reminds me to the franchise I first played, which is Pokemon. And for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure I have never told this to anyone, but let's go and actually first of all just kill these keys. Go and kill this. Let's go and kill even this one. Go and also there you go, we have gone ahead and killed all the things, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's go and actually go ahead and collect this sculpture right here. And this is pretty much a huge block puzzle, yeah. So as I was saying guys, for those of you who don't know, the first franchise in gaming itself I had played was Pokemon. So you know, I have a very close bond to Pokemon, and it's one of my favorite franchises in Nintendo and in gaming as well. So here there are a lot of gaps where you don't want to actually go ahead and make your way to. So let's actually go ahead and push this block once over here. Really go ahead and make our way atop this. Go ahead and collect this one right here. Let's actually go ahead and make our way. I'm pretty sure we can even collect that one. Okay, come on, this is just getting bad. Yeah, so this is pretty much a block puzzle combined with one of those like rupee puzzles. So let's go ahead and actually push this block this side, and I'm pretty sure you can't complete this whole like block puzzle without even researching it even once. So let's go ahead and actually go ahead and use one of our blue fires to go ahead and thaw out this blue rupee or this silver rupee. And actually speaking, I think in Majora's Mask, silver rupee is used to actually hold 100 rupees, but here I'm pretty sure it's only like, I don't even know, like 5 or something like that. I'm not sure, so don't blame me for that. Let's go and actually push this one. I'll go ahead and check with the next one. So let's go ahead and, yeah, so as you go ahead and push it down, it'll fall down and the new one will go ahead and appear. So let's go ahead and actually push this one this side. And let's go ahead and just climb onto this, collect this one, and we'll go ahead and just check. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's actually go ahead and make our way back over here and up this. Yeah, so okay, so it's exactly 5 rupees as I already told. So now guys, the reason I am little scared, right, for going ahead and saying certain information about certain things is because certain viewers, right, like for example the introverted positron, right, and all of them, they are like just geniuses at theories, at like logical things, and I admire them. But the thing is that I don't really want to go ahead and make any mistake in front of them, which is a huge well, I don't know, it just makes me so humiliated because I always go ahead and consider them as, or like him as a role model, and I really don't want to go ahead and get the wrath of the introverted positron, though he's always positive. But anyway, let's go ahead and actually collect this blue fire. We could go ahead and just jump our way like that, and let's go ahead and actually make our, or rather push this straight. What? Oh, come on. Oh my god, are you joking right now? Okay, let's actually go ahead and push this side, and I'm not very sure where I need to make my way to, so let's go ahead and actually push this over here. And guys, I love the music in this area. This is such an amazing like theme, and I always hold this theme very close to my heart. So as you could tell, I really like this theme in the ice cavern. Okay, I was just about to fall there because like the ice physics, right? Like I hate ice physics as well, or I don't know why I said as well. Like I hate anything else. Yeah, so let's go and actually make our way over here, which is exactly where we need to be. And hooray, guys! We actually went ahead and completed this room. And let's go ahead and make our way towards the boss room, pretty much, because now we are pretty much done with this temple, and the boss room is very nearby, guys. But I'm telling you, like, the boss is one of the easiest bosses. Well, actually speaking, it's very difficult. I'm sorry, I just said the opposite of what I need to go ahead and tell you guys. But let's go ahead and actually make our way into the room and battle the boss. And my gosh, like this room, indeed guys, it's a white wolf house. So I'm pretty sure we have never seen a white wolf house before this. And yeah, I just joked with you guys, it is actually one of the easiest bosses, and I don't know why they would go ahead and do such a thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and collect this deco nut. Okay, let's go ahead and actually make our way over here and actually open up this chest, and after this we will actually meet up with Sheik and learn the song which will actually allow us to make our way to Lake Hylia and where the next temple is. So let's go ahead and actually get the iron boots, so we can't run with these boots. So let's go ahead and actually speak to Sheik now. Okay, so right now we're actually going right now we're actually able to go ahead and play the next song, which will help us to teleport to Lake Hylia. And here is a beautiful scene. I love this scene, it's amazing. It's so beautiful, guys, really. Yeah, and actually the notes I just realized, because I do learn a certain form of music in India called Carnatic music since the past, I don't know, like 10 to 12 years now. So, and there are these notes, right? So you go ahead and go like how you go ahead and sing do re mi fa sol la ti do. There's like also like some notes in Carnatic music like sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Yeah. So I just realized like this one tune, which is the song, which is the Serenade of Water, right? It's actually very similar to some notes, right? So it's like A down, right, left, but it's actually in Carnatic music you would go ahead and say it as let's go and actually get the pitch. They go so it's something which is very nice, because I always observed that as a kid. And now guys, we can finally go ahead and obtain ourselves the iron boots, which is one of the most annoying items to go ahead and change into, because you have to keep going and doing that. And as you can tell guys, this actually helps us to survive underwater, and normally you would not be able to get the Zora's tunic so soon, because you wouldn't actually go ahead and free King Zora. But let's go ahead and actually make our way outside by not getting hit by the blade trap. I'm pretty sure this is the exit, or is this? Let me go ahead and try to see if this is the area. No, it's not the area. This is the opposite direction. Let me go ahead and make my way back. And guys, I know this episode is actually pretty short, because my videos normally go and extend to like 45 minutes or even more than that mostly nowadays. Oh come on. So I know this is going to be a very short video. So I know this is going to go ahead and be a very short video guys, but I am sorry, because I just want to go ahead and just leave the entirety of the next temple for a separate episode. So now guys, we can actually go ahead and equip our boots. And normally you have to be very careful, because this is actually, because normally you don't have the Zora tunic, and it's gonna be very tough to go ahead and make your way here and get the heart piece, which is over here. So let's actually go ahead and run our way down and get ourselves the heart piece right at the bottom of Zora's fountain. So let's go ahead and actually make our way over here and go ahead and get ourselves another piece of heart, which will go ahead and enable us to complete our next heart container. So we could actually get ourselves a lot of rupees this way. So let's go ahead and actually make our way over here, go ahead and collect, and actually it's fine, we already have enough rupees. So let's go ahead and unequip our iron boots. And as soon as you go ahead and do that, you'll pretty much just come back to the surface. So let's go ahead and actually make our way to the top. and I'm just trying to make my way to some land, because you know, if we can make our way to some land, we can pretty much just go ahead and make our way to where we need to be. Okay, this is not land. Okay, let me go ahead and actually make my way over here. I'm pretty sure. Oh wow. Okay, let's go and actually make our way up this one. Come on, like, how can you not climb this one? Come on. Let's go and actually go ahead and escape this one and go ahead and jump across this jump. Okay, and not that way. I'm sorry, I didn't go ahead and notice this one. I am sometimes so stupid, guys. I'm openly accepting that, because I am. Let's actually go ahead and make our way over here. And we pretty much collected a lot of sculptures right now, so we are pretty much good to go, guys. And oh, actually speaking, there's about one more sculpture which we can collect. So let's actually go ahead and make our way to Lake Hylia, and I shall actually go ahead and play the song now, because we have it. And I actually have one sculpture to go ahead and collect in the Lakeside Laboratory, which we can obtain now, because we actually go ahead and have the we actually go ahead and have the God, I can't speak at times. God, I can't speak. Okay, it just slips out of my mouth. Okay, and my God, it's actually really dark here. So as I was saying, since we actually have acquired the iron boots, now we can actually go ahead and make our way to the lakeside laboratory and get ourselves a certain sculptor. And as you can tell, guys, Lake Hylia is pretty much drained of water, and I don't know like how it won't be full by so much of rain, actually, to be honest. So let's actually go ahead and enter into the lakeside laboratory, which is right over here, and let's go ahead and speak to the dude. And we can actually go ahead, actually we don't need to go ahead and speak to the dude. Why did I go ahead and say that? Now we can go ahead and equip our iron boots. And one of the main problems which people had in this game is the fact that in the water temple you have to keep going ahead and like equipping and unequipping the iron boots. So let's go ahead and actually grab this, go ahead and collect. Oh, actually we need a hook shot for this, don't we? Yeah, because we can't use our sword underwater because it'll get all dirty and wet and mucky. So let's actually go ahead and make our way over here and kill off this sculptor and get ourselves, I presume, a 73rd sculptor. Indeed, we got ourselves a 73rd sculptor, and as you can tell, guys, there's actually just like a random picture of it's like a 3D image of a shark. And if we make our way next to it, pretty much nothing is gonna go ahead and happen. And I don't know how Link can actually have so much of courage to go ahead and do this. It's just something which is very, very confusing to me. Yeah. So as I was saying, guys, people were very, very annoyed because you have to go ahead and keep switching out. God, I can't speak again. You have to actually go ahead and keep switching out to the iron boots, but in Ocarina of Time 3D they actually went ahead and changed it in a way in which you can go ahead and equip the boots as an item which can go ahead and help it to become a lot more faster. So I'm sorry if the water temple actually goes ahead and takes a lot more time than you guys go ahead and think it will, because I have to go ahead and keep switching it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and just play through the section of the water temple quickly after I go ahead and record this episode, so that I don't really go ahead and fail with it as I actually go ahead and record it, because it'll go ahead and help both you and me. And because this is one of the hardest temples, I should admit, and though it's very, very hard, I just do not like the temple as much as some other temples, like the final temple within the entire game. Oh, holy crap, okay. So pretty much, guys, if you go ahead and make our way over here, I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and make our way to the temple. So I don't think I'll go ahead and actually do that in this episode, guys. So I think this will be the end of this episode. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Be sure to punch that like button, guys. It really, really does help me. And be sure to subscribe if you already haven't, and also be sure to click that bell notification icon to go ahead and receive all the latest notifications from my channel. And also be sure to share the video with a friend, because it really, really, really does help me. And I think that's pretty much the end, guys. So thank you so much for going ahead and supporting me in this LP. And I thought I'd go ahead and see that, because we are pretty much chill now. So let's actually go ahead and stop the video here, guys. So I'm pretty sure that's all that's all for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, take care, and peace out, you beautiful people. See ya.